Welcome to Code with Richard. Today's episode is Hello Blank, and we're going to use variables to fill in the blank. A variable is like a small container to store information, and in this episode, I'll walk through a few examples on how to use variables. So let's get started. So I have here on one side just the command prompt on my left. On my right, I just have Notepad opened up to a file called hello blank. So we know from before that if we want to print something on the screen, we can say print, and we can put a message, and this is our string in the quotes, and we can put this message inside these parentheses. I can save this, and I could run it by running Python hello.py, and it says hello. However, this is great for just a message that never changes, but maybe we want to change it. So we can go back in here, and I can just create a variable, and I'm just going to call this name. And I can just tell it what I want it to be. And so in this case, I'm going to say name is the text or the string, Richard. And now I have to figure out, well, how do I print this to the screen? And there's different ways that we can do it. And the first way I'll show you is, well, we'll just add a space here, add a plus, and we'll just put name. Save this, and we'll go back here and run this again. And it says, hello, Richard. Another way to do this, print, and we'll just put an F here at the beginning of my string, and we'll put it in here just like this. So when I run this, it should say hello Richard twice. But there's actually an issue, and if we go back over here, you can see, oh, there's actually a bug. I actually forgot to put the closing parentheses around this. So we can go back to the left, let's run it again, and here is our expected output. One thing we can do with variables in Python is we can reassign them, which means after I say name equals to Richard, I can go down below and I can reassign it to some other value. And I can put world there. I execute this, we can see that name takes on the value of Richard. It's printed to the screen right here. It says hello Richard. We reassign the variable name to world, and we print it again. You can see that now the value is world. Variables can hold different types of things. In this particular case, the variable name has the string world exclamation point in it. So when this is run, you can see it prints hello and world at the end of it. However, variables with strings can not only contain just letters, but also numbers. I can say 5 here. So as we would expect when we run it, we see hello world 5. Variables can also be just numbers. So if I remove the quotes, I can say name is 5, but maybe let's just rename this to say A. And to illustrate that the reason why we want to use numbers is because maybe we want to perform some type of math operation on it. So A can be 5, B can be 10, maybe C equals A plus B plus 2. And now I can print this out. However, since I changed my variable name, I'll just call this C right here. And let's change my message, say C is, but if we run it, we're actually going to get an error. And it's an error because this plus symbol expects that both inputs, in this case up here, they're both numbers or they're both strings. But in this particular case, the left-hand side is a string and the right-hand side is a number. So we can convert it into a string. So C is still a number, but when we pass C into this str function, it's going to convert this into a string. So when we run this, now we get our expected. Using variables like this by itself isn't exactly that useful because when we run this program, the output is always going to be the same. One thing that a program can do is it can ask the user to input a value. And so the program can change its behavior based upon what the user inputs. So let's go ahead and delete some of this code. And instead of using name equals world, we'll just put name equals input. And we'll save this. If we run it, it looks like the program's actually frozen, but I'll just type a name, I'll just say me, and when I run it, it says hello me. So that's a little bit odd because the user doesn't know what's going on. So what we can do beforehand is we can print out a message and we can say, what is your name? Let's go ahead and save this and run it again. And it'll ask me, what is my name? And I can say, my name is me. And when I run it, it will output, hello, my name is me. So in this particular case, when I ran the program printed out this message, what is your name? Then it waited for me to put in an input. I inputted the string, my name is me, and then it printed, hello, my name is me, down here. Hey, thank you so much for joining Code with Richard. Today we learned a little bit about variables, we learned about how to print variables to the screen, and also how to get the input from the user and store that as a variable and use it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments in this video. I'm looking forward to future episodes. See you next time. Thanks.